for joining in. Last year we started something new at Mini Relay, and it was such a success that we decided to do it again this year. Sometimes our jobs can be a bit thankless, and so what we really wanted to do is bring someone in who's actually used our services and we had an impact on their life. And we want you to take this with you when you go, and so that you can hang on to that when you're on your next call and you're talking to someone who just seems, down and out, and know that what you're doing for them, it may be the light that they need that day, and that you're helping in their fight against cancer. So I would like to introduce Michael DeHart, who is a volunteer with Relay, and he is an inspiration to us all.
Yay! Y'all come here. I don't need that. Y'all come here. Come on. We're going to be here all day, y'all. Come on. Hurry. Is that as fast as you can move? As close as you can get, honey. Get right up here. Come on, guys. Come on. Sit down on the floor. Make yourselves comfortable.
Okay.
Relax. Look, old Nick. We're going to get you surrounded, Nick. Come on. Come on, close. I'm an old man. Don't make me yell. I just had surgery. You want to see my... Never mind. My name is Michael, and I'm what the American Cancer Society calls a hero of hope. At the Division Summit in Dallas, Texas, the 2012 Hero class was asked, what was our favorite experience? And I had to, we were supposed to write it out and put it up on the board. And I did two, and they said, Mike, you can only have one. I said, no, I have to have two. One was Baylor University Relay. It's a lot of good-looking girls up there. And the other one was my visit to NCIC last year. Who was here last year when I was here? I didn't put you to sleep, did I?
No way.
Just for a few minutes.
Just for a few minutes? You're excused. Trouble, I'm going to keep my eye on that one right there. All right, listen. Do y'all mind if I unlax a little bit and get a little comfortable? Is that okay with you guys? Because you know what? I've done 2 presentations already today. Now we're going to have some fun.
Okay.
I looked at these bags, and have you guys gotten a chance to go to an actual relay in a stadium and everything? When they turn the lights out and all those bags light up, doesn't it just look like the stars fell out of the heavens? And what those bags mean? I've got to tell you how important what you do is. And this is from the heart. I called this number when I was sick. And I was really sick. I weighed 292 pounds when I started out. I lost 72 pounds in 3.5 weeks because I was an idiot. Remember the clap? Everybody put your hands right here. When you see me put my, everybody has to, well, don't get me in trouble. One time, I did this at a big dinner in Austin. I don't know if I told you this last year. Lady in the front row missed. It was worth the price of admission. I told her, I said, you're doing your part to keep Austin weird, man. You didn't miss, did you? Okay, good. But when you see me do this, that's your cue to get ready, okay? Y'all did a little late. Y'all did good. I lost so much weight because I was an idiot. It's a well-documented fact. Lindsay did many relays with me last year, and she can tell you. And I want you guys to look right there. See that young lady right there, Lindsay Varner?
She's awesome.
I believe that there are angels that walk among us, and that's one of them.
Yes, she is.
You are too, because I called you guys in 2007. I'm still waiting on that pizza. see how late Lindsay was? It takes her a little while. She catches up. That's really great. I asked questions. I had squamous cell carcinoma, stage 3, at the very back of my tongue and the base of my throat. Or it's the back of my throat, base of my tongue. I can't remember. Bad place to have cancer, but there's really no good place to have cancer. And I have to sip water all the time because I had 3 treatments possibilities, radiation, chemo, and surgery, and I was pretty lucky I got all 3. One of the side effects is that it zapped all my saliva glands. So I don't have any spit. Which for the front row will come in real handy. So I do sip water all the time, but they bolt you down when they give you radiation. They make this mask, and I told you about this last year. And every morning, starting on Valentine's Day 2007, 5 days a week for 7 weeks, I walked down this hallway. There's a door at the end of the hallway, but there's a lady sitting in a chair. Her name was Edith, and I took advantage of her. I saw her every morning, and I started going downhill pretty fast, but this lady, I was drawn to her for some reason, and I saw her every morning. I don't know how old she was at the time because she looked like she had just left a concentration camp. But what really struck me about her were her eyes, because they were completely dead. There was no life in her eyes at all. And she cried all the time. Every day, 5 days a week for 7 weeks, we met in that hallway, because we were going to go through that door at the end of the hallway. That's where the radiation chamber was. She had cancer in her lungs. Mine was in my throat. I refused a feeding tube for a long time, and finally I did get it and all that stuff, and I was pretty sick. They told me all about hospice care and all that thing. And I had questions about my cancer, so I called you guys. And I finally, something flipped the switch up there, and I agreed to the feeding tube, and I started telling people about the answer I was getting about my cancer, and Edith was in my mind every day. We'd go to radiation, one after the other, and then we'd go to the infusion room for chemo. Edith never had anybody with her. She didn't have any family in the area. She was completely and totally alone. You remember I told you my story about the man in the hole and how alone it is? Sometimes it doesn't matter how many family members you have around you. When you have cancer, it just stinks. There is going to be a time when you feel like you're completely isolated and you see no way out. This was Edith's life. As sick as I got, when I lost 72 pounds and I could put both hands down in front of my pants, I literally had to walk around holding my pants up. No cracks. And I really couldn't walk very far. I'd walk across that infusion room and I'd sit next to Edith, even on the days that I wasn't due to get chemo. I wanted to know why had this woman just completely given up? Why was there no light in her eyes? She told me about being alone, how scared she was, and we talked. And we talked. Every day, this lady cried. And I finally got her on the phone with you guys. You guys, what you do. Well, anyway, my treatment got over with. She had a few more, and I'd go in and visit with her once in a while. I talked to NCIC. I got an answer about this, and they told me where to go to find this. And I don't even remember all the details. But as we ended our treatments, you know, we stayed in touch a little bit, but then as it happens, life gets in the way and you lose contact. She was on my mind all the time. About a year later, I went to where she worked. And I walked in, and this blonde lady came running up to me. I didn't really recognize her. She was vibrant. She's starting to grow hair. It's just a big thing for women. Me, not so much. She put her arms around my neck, and she told everybody where she worked that I'd saved her life. And I was dumbfounded. Because you see, the reason I went there that day was to tell her that she'd helped save my life. Because she gave me focus. She gave me something to think about and something to do. Every day for 7 weeks. And the one thing we had in common wasn't cancer. It was what we got from you, and from you, and from Nick. When we picked up that phone, you were there. How do I say thank you for that? I travel. I have crossed the Brazos and the Colorado and the Red, the Mission and the Liberty. I've been from Oklahoma to the Texas coast, from West Texas to Louisiana. I've driven past herds of longhorns and buffalo. Door's right over there. And everywhere I've been, I talk about the gifts that Relay for Life funds: wigs, prosthetic devices, rides to treatment. And I always tell them about NCIC. When you answer that phone, think of me. Thank you so much, because you are making birthdays possible for people. And we can't pay you enough for that. But I can love you, and I do. Thank you very much.
Well, Michael never fails to inspire me, and I'm sure all of you as well. That does conclude our luminary ceremony. I want to thank again everyone who made this day possible. Thank you especially to Michael, who volunteered his time as he always does. And just try to take this with you as you go out throughout the day and you think nobody cares. And there are lots of survivors out there and lots of patients out there that think the world of the work that we do. And that's what we need to hang on to. Y'all have a good day.